Hey guys, it's me Rebecca. So if you saw last week's video, then you saw that I posted my bookshelf tour, and I decided as a follow-up to that video I would share how many books I have on my TBR and what books I have on my TBR and the percentage of read versus unread books on my bookcases. So yeah. Sorry if the lighting's off in any way. It's currently raining outside, and it's gonna be raining for the rest of the day. I just don't have time to film anymore. I just don't have time to film anymore for the rest of the week, so yeah. I will be using artificial lighting that's from my lamp, so I might look very orange. So yeah, let's get started. Also, I forgot to mention, I'm just right now gonna say every book I haven't read on my bookcase, and at the end of the video is when I'll be sharing the statistics. So yeah. So yeah, let's start with the first shelf. On this shelf, I've now read The Hazelwood, In the Midst of Winter, Where Dreams Descend, Anxious People, Hellbent, Tender as the Flesh, The Immortalists, and Foundryside. On this shelf, I've now read Masters of Death, Red Rising, Parable of the Sawyer, The Wolf, The Alienist, and Murder on the Orient Express. On this shelf, I've now read The Book Eaters, Crime and Punishment, Rebecca, My Brilliant Friend, The Pillars of the Earth, and The Paris Apartment, and Neverwhere. On this last shelf, and sorry if it's really dark, I've not read 100 Years of Solitude, Lessons in Chemistry, The Woman in a Library, The Signature of All Things, The Overnight Guest, The Appeal, The Library of the Unwritten, The Book of Lost Names, and A Mirror Mended. Over here, I've now read The Year of the Witching, Blackbird House, Magpie Murders, The Kaiwaner, and One Time. And technically, I've not read the entire of the Divine Comedy. I have read the Inferno, but I am counting the Divine Comedy as unread because, well, I haven't read the entirety of it. And down here, the only book I haven't read in this pile is The Haunting of Hill House. I've read everything in this pile. In this pile, I've now read A Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man, The Stationery Shop, and God Killer. And lastly, for this pile, I haven't read Fairy Tale or The Twisted One. And over here, the only book I've not read is The Shadowland by Elizabeth Kostova. I've read everything in this pile. And here, the only book I haven't read is The Phantom of the Opera. Lastly, for this pile, the only book I've not read is Hostage by Claire McIntyre. I have read every book in this pile. In this pile, I've now read Embers or The Last Magician. Here, I haven't read Circe, and I have read every book in this pile. And I have read every book. And now for these shelves, I haven't read A Secret History of Witches, The Age of Witches, The Clockmaker's Daughter, After Dark, The Bat, The Snowman, Hamlet, The Thursday Murder Club, She Who Became the Sun, The Magician's Daughter, The Dante Club, The Great Reckoning, The Bell Jar, The Overstory, Daisy Jones and the Six, and Interview with the Vampire. And over here, I've not read Sorcery of Thorns, Normal People, The Sisters of the Winterwood. The Angel's Game, The Prisoner of Heaven, The Labyrinth of the Spirits, The Last Wish, or A Darker Shade of Metal. Over here, I've now read Anatomy, A Love Story, The Last Watch, The 13th Tale, Once Upon a River, The Island of Missing Trees, The Bone Season, The Kids, The Kiss Curse, Sadie, House of Hollow, Dracula, The Tiger and the Wolf, Cavern House, The Fellowship of the Wing. Lastly, for this shelf, I've now read The Two Towers, The Return of the King, The Chosen and the Beautiful, Fingersmith, The Golem and the Genie, Mrs. Dalloway, The Story, The Life of Age, and I've now read anything from this bind-up collection. And now for the statistics. So I own currently 236 books. And of those 236, I have now read 94 books. Now, if I did my math correctly, which I don't know right now, that means I have not read 39% of my entire book collection, which isn't too bad. Like, I am a reader. I am someone who thinks you're meant to read a book when you're meant to, like, my book White Times or thing, so, yeah. I'm not gonna stop buying books, and I don't really care if, if the number of unread the book seems this extreme to you. It's just, I mean, right, and I do read about 30-ish books a year, I think. 40 books a year, I guess. So, yeah. Anyway, that's all for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment below giving me your number of unread books on your TBR. If you want to, please subscribe to this channel, and if you want to follow me on any social media, then all those links are down bar below. I'll see you guys next time I post a video. Bye.